Hey guys, so here is your first handstand tip that those of you that are working on your inversion practice at the moment. So we're going to do a challenge to go against the wall and do a handstand for 2 minutes, come down, take a rest, for 1 minute, come down, take a rest, for 30 seconds, come down, and then we're finished that little handstand challenge. So what you need is a sturdy wall. All right, and then I have this like thicker mat here that because when you're up against the wall for a while, your muscles fatigue and your weight goes downwards, and it can be quite compressive in the wrist. So make sure when you start this that you're on some nice cushiony floor or mat. If you go on a hard floor and you're like, oh yeah, no, I can, you might be fine in like the first 10 seconds or so, but once the first definitely minute kicks in, you'll be like, oh, geez, I wish I had the softer floor to use. So I've preset my phone to have this timer, so I can just come down and switch it really quick if you want to get that prepared. And then when we're up, you need to have your arms stacked, wrists, elbows, and shoulders. And then when we're up, try not to let your shoulders sink down. We want to push the floor away and really draw the shoulders up towards the ears and keep pushing the floor away and pointing the toes upwards. So your weight is being pulled up and pushed away from the floor, because again, you will become fatigued and the weight will start going down, 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 and down as you become tired. So keep thinking about pushing up through the arms and through the legs. And you want to have your fingers gripping the floor, not flat hands like downward dog, but a little bend in the knuckles so your fingertips are gripping the floor. And the reason why we do that is, if you just try it on the floor quickly with me now, you have your hands wide like downward dog, and then you go forward, and it doesn't really stop you from falling forward. But if you then grip your fingers to the floor, lift your knuckles, and then try and go forward, you'll feel more stability and how it's like almost a braking mechanism. So that's quite useful for inversions, especially handstands, and then like arm balances and stuff where we don't want to fall forward onto our face. All right, so ready? I'm going to do it with you. If you start your timer, and we'll go up for our first 2 minutes. If you really need to come down, and then just come back up again. Okay, so don't feel like you have to hold out for the 2 minutes. You hold up until your max effort, come down, then just come back up, and we'll still include that in our first 2 minutes. Okay, let's go. Start. And lifting up. Okay, push the floor, shoulders up, wet ears. So keep pushing to the hands and reaching through the toes. And try bringing one foot away from the wall if you want to. So that's optional, of course. All right, that's our first minute. Thirty seconds left. Remember, you can come down if you need to. $15. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. child's pose. Okay, let's do our second round. So give the wrists a little shake. Set your stopwatch or your timer to the 1 minute. Okay, ready? Remember, again, can stay up the whole time or come down and then come back up again. So I'm going to start my timer. Ready? Go. So keep pushing the floor away. Get your shoulders up by your ears. Protraction. Good, almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Good, take your child's pose. Rest. Okay, let's come up. 30 seconds on your stopwatch. Okay, mine's ready. Get in position. I'm going to start the timer. Let's go. Start now. 30 seconds. We can do it. Oops. Okay, and we're done. Come down, take rest. Okay, so hopefully find that useful. Just make sure that you're coming down if you need to take rest and not collapsing, just so you have the energy to come down and we don't just fall flat on our face. Be really mindful of that. If you are working on this, I would suggest trying to do it, 4 or 5 times a week, 6, whenever you're exercising or doing something, and then just adding that in, because you'll start to build strength in your upper body, in your shoulders, and these muscles that tend to fatigue quite easily, because they're mostly what's called fast glycolytic muscles, and they mostly have anaerobic respiration, so they fatigue quite quickly. And when you're building strength, you're building in the ability for the muscle to fatigue less quickly, and what you're doing is causing hypertrophy, or the muscle cells increasing in size and then increasing in the anaerobic respiration that they're able to go through, which gives your muscles energy to be able to hold you up. Okay, so once that's starting to become easy, then you can do a 3-2-1 challenge. So then that's just taking it up a level where we're doing 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. And it might not seem like that big of a leap, but it will once you try it, to go from that 2 minutes, and when you get into that last third minute, your body is just really shaking. So build up incrementally. Don't start 3-2-1 unless the 2-1 30-second challenge feels sufficiently doable. Okay, so good luck with that. That's your first handstand tip to work with this week.